Can I see your ID, please?
I didn't bring my identifications today.
Okay. Don't forget to bring it when you go for your real test.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the first part of the IELTS speaking test, I want to ask you some question about yourself to know you.
Yes.
What's your full name?
My full name is Fatima Namia Rashid Pinky.
How can I call you?
Everyone in my family call me Pinky, so you can also call me Pinky.
You know the meaning of your name, Pinky?
The meaning of my name is based on pink color. My grandfather gave me that nickname because he liked the color pink, and that's why I was named after it.
Very good. Excuse me. So, where are you from, Pinky?
My hometown is in Mymensingh, but recently I'm staying in Rangpur, near a village.
How long have you been living in Rangpur?
I have been living in Rangpur since 2021. It's been approximately 3 to 4 years, as it's 2024 now.
Why did you move from Mymensingh to Rangpur?
Some family circumstances, I had to move from my hometown here. And
is it because of your study purpose?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
It's because
something else. Right. So what do you do?
Recently I am doing nothing, just studying every day, as I just passed my O-level examination previous year. I am recently studying for my IELTS examination, and my exam is on next month.
Right. So what do you study for your O-level?
I studied science for my O-level, as I was a science student.
All science?
Yes, all science.
Do you love arts?
Not really, but I'm more interested in science subjects, as I don't actually understand arts better. I never can understand what arts means and what actually it holds. I instantly managed to understand everything related to science because it's relatively easy to me. I think it's easier than arts.
Which field of science is your favorite?
It's actually chemistry. I really love chemistry with all my heart and soul. I have
Why?
Yes?
Why?
Because I think chemicals and its related lab curriculums are really interesting. It really interested me since my childhood. I have always wanted to wear a lab coat and experiment with different types of chemical objects. That's why I thought that maybe I should go for chemistry.
Very good, very good. And so it looks like you were very studious. Do you like to listen to music?
Yes, I'm really fond of listening to music because whenever I feel tired and low, I think that hearing some music will get rid of my deep boredom, and it will make me joyful instantly.
What kind of music do you listen?
I like pop music very much because it's really loud to my ear and it instantly wakes me up from my tiredness. And pop music uses various types of musical instruments, and I really love it.
Really?
Yes.
Very good. Don't you like our country song? Bengali song?
I do love some old Bengali music because they were really nice. They hold so much culture and so much love for our countries and different kinds of things. But nowadays Bengali musics are not that amazing. They are unethical.
Thank you very much, and that is the end of your IELTS Speaking Test Part 1.
Yes, sir.
Now let's move on. In Part 2, I want you to describe a piece of advice that you have recently received. Here is a topic card, and you have 1 minute to plan your answer. So here is a piece of paper. minutes. Can you start now?
Yes. In my whole life, I was the one who gave advice to everyone because I thought that I have really mindset that can give advice nicely. Recently, I am preparing for IELTS examinations and I am really facing various types of difficulties for it. Even though I gave advices to everyone, but everyone goes through downsides in their life at one time. And previous month, one of my friends finished her IELTS examination, so she is much more experienced than me. So when she saw me struggling with my IELTS examination and how unorganized and unethical I was with my exam, she advised me that you shall organize a schedule for your IELTS examination and with proper guidance, you will do good with it. She advised me how I can enhance my listening part by listening to various types of podcasts from BBC or other types of podcast stations. She also advised me how I shall read various types of English newspapers to enhance my reading so that I can answer my reading part easily, as it is a really hard module. And she also advised me to read various types of stories and novels, as it will enhance my complex word and grammatical organization. And she gave me that piece of advice when I was struggling with my listening part at morning yesterday. Her advice was really good for me, as by listening to her advice, I organized my work ethics and studies. I enhanced dramatically on my listening and reading part, as I was really struggling with it immensely. And in the future, I think by hearing her advice, I will considerably do good in my IELTS examination, and I hope that she will give me more advice based on IELTS, because it will help me a lot in my every walks of life.
Right, thank you. Thank you very much for talking on the topic. Can I get back the pen and paper, please?
Yes, sir.
Right, so let's move on. And in part 3, let me ask you some question about the advice that you received from your friend, and you also told that you gave advice to your friends.
Yes.
What kind of advice do you give to your friends?
Mostly gave them advice about studies, because I like to study a lot. Sometimes
and they don't like to study?
Not much them like me,
okay,
because they are solely focused on amusements like using social medias and mobile phones. And they saw that I read various types of books every day. That's why when they struggled with some types of data they need, they came to me and asked for advice that where can I get it by reading.
When you give this kind of advice to your friends, do they get irritated?
No, they never got irritated about my advice, because they're really open-minded and they're always in belief that friends and everyone, older, elderly or junior, can give them advice about different kinds of things. It's not a bad thing or irritating.
So you have got a couple of good friends. That's good. What was the last advice that you received from your teacher?
As I'm preparing for my IELTS examination right now, I passed my O-level next year. I got a piece of advice from my teacher next year. It's been a long time. He advised me about how I shall get better at my mathematics, as I was really bad at mathematics and was struggling with it a lot. And he taught me and gave me advice about how I shall organize my maths in different parts and can solve them in various types of times. And he also advised me to relax and not to get depressed and full of anxiety at the near time of my examination.
And did you listen to him carefully?
Yes, I listened to him carefully.
How did that help you?
It helped me a lot by his advice that I shall not fret over everything because I am bad at mathematics. I didn't get much depressed and I focused on solving the math rather than how hard it is. It helped me to enhance my mathematics a lot and I got a relatively nice number.
Right, thank you. And what was the last advice that you gave to someone?
It was 2 days ago that I last gave someone advice, and it was my junior cousin. As she was really struggling with English and she came to me about that you are giving IELTS examination, please give me some advice that how I can do better in my English subjects, as she is still small and hold very much knowledge about English. I taught her that she can start reading various kinds of kids English books that will enhance her capacity of writing and reading English, and she will also come to know about various types of complex words. And by my advice,
within these 2 days she came to know this kind of words?
Yes.
Within these 2 days, you gave her advice 2 days before, right?
Yes.
Within this very short period of time, she came to know all these words and phrases?
She is a
started developing.
Yes. She is a really good student and she can actually catch everything at a nice pace, and she doesn't need much time to actually understand anything.
That's smart, yeah.
So I gave her that piece of advice once, as I didn't have much time with me and I was preparing for IELTS examination. I can actually assist her every time. That's why she never came to me again. And
you will give her advice and give some suggestion again, right?
Yes, after my IELTS examination.
Do you think giving and accepting or receiving suggestion is important?
Yes, to me, accepting and receiving suggestions is a really good thing, because as a human being, we always can't actually get decisions by ourselves. We sometimes need some advices from elderly people, as they're more experienced than us and they experience the thing we are going through right now before us, and they can give us advices to what to do and what not to do, and those suggestions impact our life immensely in a good way.
Thank you very much, and that is the end of the I Reza Speaking Test. You did very good. I appreciate it. You were very confident. I really appreciate it. So you did very good. The couple of things that you need to remember next time: don't repeat a word so much time. For example, in Hajj, you have repeated it for 5 to 6 times. And then gave advice. You gave about 2-sentence introduction about the topic. The topic told you receive advice, but you talk about gave advice. It is not bad thing, because you were trying to introduce the topic, but don't talk that much time. Okay. And when you were given a piece of paper, you did not write anything. You did not plan your answer. It's no problem, but it is better you try to do it. Make your plan and note and look at this, look at me, talk. And be careful a bit about your grammar, like I wake up at morning, in the morning, you say that morning. Otherwise fine, everything is fine. Thank you.
Yes, sir.